People that ain't supposed to be in your life hear you differently. They ain't supposed to hear you correctly. They ain't supposed to understand what you're saying. It's supposed to cause a misunderstanding and a disagreement because y'all are supposed to part ways. But the people who are meant to be in your life will hear you, and they gonna hear you loud and clear. Gonna damn near be able to finish your sentence for you.
Rych Babes, let's talk about something real. Not everyone is meant to stay in your life forever. Some people come into your life to teach you a lesson. Some come to push you towards your purpose. And some, they were only meant to be there for a season. But the problem is we try to hold on to people who were never meant to go with us to the next level. Babe, some people are divinely placed into your life to help you grow. Others, they are a distraction. They are dead weight. They are blockages. So today we're going to talk about how to recognize the people who are truly meant to be in your life, why some people are only seasonal connections, how to stop forcing relationships that no longer serve you, and why the right people will align with your elevation. Because when you start moving in your purpose, not everyone can come with you. So with that being said, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share, and comment down below what you think of this video. Let's get right into it.
Some people in our lives, unfortunately, have an expiration date. Everyone's not meant to be in your life forever. The key is to know when it's time to cut them off, because, sometimes the most hate you get is from your inner circle, like where the support is supposed to come from. And you have to be mindful of that and go, as I'm making this step to the next level, it's not that I change, but it's that you're not ready to go with me to this next level. You holding me back. So your time is up. I appreciated the time we had, but now I got to move on. And, I had to do that at various times in my life. And I'm not saying it like it's an easy thing to do. It's definitely a hard thing to do, but it's necessary to detox your life at different phases of your journey.
Not everyone is meant to stay. Hey Rych Babes, it's Robin Milan and this is a Rich Girl's Glow Up. Now listen, one of the hardest lessons you'll ever have to learn is that some people are only meant to be in your life for a season. But a lot of us, we ignore the expiration date. We keep holding on to friendships that have ran their course. We keep trying to fix relationships that are broken beyond repair. We keep giving access to people who are already shown us they're not meant to be in our future. And babe, you have to understand some people were only sent to help you grow, to teach you something, or to show you what you don't need in your life. And the longer you hold on to them, the longer you delay the blessings that are currently waiting for you. So let's break this down. Who's really meant to be in your life? And how do you know when it's time to let go?
One of the quickest ways to decipher who is meant to be in your life and who is not is that the people that are meant to be in your life will make your life easier. They should be able to relax your nervous system and put you at ease. The people that are supposed to be in your life feel like a vacation from life. They feel like a hug that comes from the inside. You could be stuck in traffic for 2 hours, and by being in this person's presence, you are just so much more at ease because they're next to you. These are the people that you need in your life, not the people that are turning your stress up, the people that are bringing your stress down. Now take a quick mental evaluation of who's in your circle, and perhaps that circle needs to turn into a dot, because your mental health, baby, is very important.
It doesn't matter how long y'all have known each other. Some people are not meant to stay in your life. They're not. Please quit using that as an excuse to keep somebody around. Quit it. If something isn't right, don't force it. Please don't. No, for real. If you know that you genuinely tried, don't stay in a situation just because you believe that you have to make it work. Don't do it. Straight up.
Listen, I don't know who need to hear this, but let me let you know something. God got a funny way of showing up. You ever sit back and you realize the moment that you let go of certain people and certain things in your life, how everything that you've manifested starts to come to fruition? Everything that you've dreamt of is now starting to become a reality. Let me tell you something. God will make us so uncomfortable because we're so distracted and we need to hear him. We need to hear him. It's like, I want to bless you with so much, but your hands is too full. So how can I pile on anything else on you? You can't even deal with that. So I can't give you this. And I know you want it, but you're not even in a position to receive it. So he makes it become very dark. It becomes low. It becomes rickety. It becomes scary for us. I'm talking about it gets dark. It gets low. You starting to question who you are as a person. Yeah. Sometimes that be them blessings in disguise. So always remember that everybody can't go, and we have to stop allowing people to have so much control over our mental and over our emotions that we struggle so bad with detaching. And with detachment, we start to miss out on some of our blessings. Let them go. Call me back.
So how do you actually recognize who is meant to be in your life? The truth is, the right people will add to your life and not drain you. So here's how you know someone is actually meant to be in your life. Here's those green flags, okay? They genuinely support you. They're not jealous, they're not competitive, or secretly hoping you'll fail. They celebrate your wins like their own. They bring you peace and not chaos. Like, pay attention to how you feel around certain people. Do they bring you clarity, or do they constantly bring drama? They will push you towards your purpose. The right people will inspire you to grow. They will encourage you, challenge you, and help you level up. They love you without conditions. They don't disappear when you stop doing things for them. Their love isn't transactional, it is actually real. So, babes, the people who are meant for you, you won't have to beg them to show up. You won't have to force them to treat you right, because the ones who are truly meant to be in your life, they just fit, okay?
There are many people you will love, and they are not necessarily the same people that you will make a life with. Are you looking for a love story, or are you looking for a life story?
Ooh, that's good.
You understand?
Yeah.
There are many people have had love stories. It's a whole different story. I never thought for a minute I would live with these people. Take something else to have a partner in life with whom you're going to go through the pains, the sufferings, the challenges, you want the life partner to be a love story too. But the love stories per se are not life stories. It's different ingredients. It's about values, life, not just about feelings.
Do you not know that some people only come into your life to teach you a lesson, to mold you and get you ready for the next season in your life? A lot of people in your life is not meant to stay. And I know it sounds crazy and I know it's kind of sad, but a lot of people in your life are going to be temporary. And it's okay to have temporary people, because you always learn from the people that are temporary. You learn a lot about yourself and you learn a lot about people. Do you not understand that? But it's not about what you learn, it's about what you do with the information that you've learned. Do you feel what I'm saying? Because most of these lessons more so be tests. Do you feel what I'm saying? And if you don't learn from one person, another temporary person will come. That's how it works. And they will teach you the same thing until you get it. So yes, a lot of people in your life are going to be temporary. They're just lessons. They just come up in there for a season to teach you something for that season, to help you grow for that season, to help you learn something for that season, until the season is over and then they leave. And understand that it's okay, because everybody is not meant to stay with you forever. You have leaves and you have branches. And understand that leaves are meant to fall off. Branches are there to stay. Real talk.
People go, people come. It's not a big deal. The people who stay are the people that really accept you, love you, and that matter. And to be honest, I want to be praised for my authenticity. I don't want to pretend to be somebody just to fit in. Why would I do that? That's complete. It destroys your spirit inside out. Why? I have to act a certain way to be accepted. I have to act a certain way to be loved, appreciated. How much you want to bet that if I put an article on the news right now saying my company was acquired for 500 million, suddenly everybody would love me? It doesn't matter to me. And it's so liberating, because I live my life every single day you not caring, just being authentic. You are the only person that matters. You're the provider. You're the source. What people think of you doesn't matter. And to be honest, like, if I do what they want, they will still talk. If I don't do what they want, they will still talk. If I do it the right way, they will still talk. If I do it the wrong way, they still talk. There is no limit to satisfying people's expectation.
Another prayer that God answers very quickly that we don't talk about enough is ask God to place the people who are going to push you closer to your divine purpose into your life. Ask Him to place those people into your life. We ask Him often to remove the people who aren't meant to be in our lives away, and He answers that with the swiftness. Don't get it twisted. That's probably the quickest prayer He'll answer. But the Bible says, you have not because you ask not. Ask the right things. Closed mouth don't get fed. If you ask God to place the people who are actually meant to be in your life into your life, He'll move quick. He'll make something shake for you. But the question is, have you asked Him? Better get to praying.
Sometimes people aren't meant to be in your life anymore, and sometimes it's nobody's fault. Sometimes you outgrow them, sometimes staying in a relationship keeps you stuck and gets in the way of evolving or trying new things. Sometimes you find out that you're different people when it comes down to it, that who you are and who they are just don't fit anymore, and maybe never really did in the first place. Sometimes you realize you were forcing a connection because you thought you had to. Maybe it's because they're family, or they were your first friend, or you thought they'd make you feel better. You don't have to be close with someone just because someone says you should, or society says you should, or your past self thought you should. Relationships don't have to come to a dramatic end. They can just fizzle and fade away. You can release them and deliberately let go. And it doesn't have to mean that you did anything wrong. It can just be the end of an era.
Sometimes it's tough, but some people are not good for you. And you have to kind of realize that and take a step back and look at the people around you. Think to yourself, like, is this who I want to be around? Your relationships and people in your life shouldn't cause you confusion. So where I'm at in my life is, if you don't bring anything to the table, if all you cause is chaos and destruction in my life, then I really don't want to be around you.
They cannot go with you because where you are headed is not a part of their destination. There are people who come into our life sometimes to only be there for a season. They weren't meant to be there always, and that's okay. Sometimes we block our own blessings by choosing to be around people, places, or environments that we are meant to elevate from. Even if change is painful, it is necessary. Change means that you are growing. Where you are going is more important than where you have been. God cannot bless you if you are always looking behind you. It's time to move forward.
So when is it time to let someone go? Now, we need to talk about the hard part of letting these people go. Because let's be real, some of us are keeping people in our lives who should have been gone a long time ago. So here are the red flags. If the friendship is one-sided, it's time to go. If they only call when they need something, it's time to go. If you feel drained after talking to them, it's time to go. If they do not respect your boundaries, it is time to go. Babe, people will show you who they are. Believe them the first time. No doubts, okay? No benefit of doubt. We're not doing it anymore. Because at the end of the day, these people are grown. They know what they're doing. Some of y'all are trying to revive relationships and friendships that have already been expired. Stop trying to fix relationships God already told you to leave behind. And the longer that you hold on, the more you block your own blessings. Because when God is trying to elevate you, He will remove people who can't go with you. Let them go. Let them go. And trust that the right people will enter into your life at the right time. So how do you actually attract the right people into your life? Okay, so how do you make room for the people who are truly meant for you? You have to elevate yourself first. Like attracts like. If you're growing, the right people will naturally be drawn to you. Focus on your purpose, your goals, your mindset, and watch how your circle shifts. Next is you need to set boundaries and also stick to them. The right people will respect your boundaries, like no cap. They will definitely respect your boundaries. I remember a time when I told my friends, I said, look, y'all, I can't talk to y'all on y'all break. I gotta be doing these videos. I can't do it. And you know what? They said, girl, I understand. Don't worry about it. Call me when the kids asleep. Okay, that's like literally, like that's how easy it is. They wouldn't like catch an attitude. They wouldn't say, you a YouTuber now, or they wouldn't say any of those things like that. They was like, oh girl, okay, that's not a problem. I'm like, look, if I can call you around 12, I to take a break, I would, but I'm really trying to focus on this series or whatever. And they took heed to that. They was like, okay, well, call me whenever you can. Call me when the kids are asleep, so whatever. So they respect my boundaries. But the wrong people will test them or walk away. Either way, that's your answer. So then you need to start let go of what no longer serves you. Stop trying to make old friends fit into your new life. Stop holding on to people out of guilt or nostalgia. Okay, nostalgia. Okay. Release what is not meant for you and make room for what is. And you need to pray for your divine connections. Now, y'all know that prayer now when you ask God to remove. But that girl in the video, she said, also ask God to add people, positive people into your life. All right. So I have one for you. Proverbs 27:17 is the iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Ask God to align you with people who will help you grow. Pray for the wisdom to recognize who is truly meant for you, because the right people, they won't make you question their loyalty, their love, or their presence. So my final word for you, Rych Babes, is not everyone deserves access to you. That is not. I need you to really understand that not everyone deserves access to you. Some people are meant to stay and some people are meant to go. Some people will add to your life and some people will drain it. Some people are a blessing and some people are a lesson. Okay? The key is for you to know the difference. Okay, so if you have been holding on to people out of guilt, fear, or nostalgia, this is really your sign to start letting go. I know it hurt. I know that it feels like, dang, I'm betraying somebody or whatever, but it's true. You do outgrow them. You no longer want to stand on the corner, be looking hood rich. You know what I'm saying? You no longer want to go to the club on a Saturday. Who still goes to the club? I don't know. I'm with the kids every weekend, so I don't know what y'all be doing. But I'm just saying, who wants to still do certain things? People want to elevate, they want to move forward. So whatever it is that you have been wanting to let go of, let it go. And start elevating. And a lot of times I feel like we stay in certain places or whatever, when you drive past a certain neighborhood and you see all them dudes standing on the corner, you see everybody popping their chairs up like it's a fucking cookout. I'm like, yo and I'm thinking to myself, and I'm like, I know some of y'all have been wanting to get out, but because this is your norm, you don't do that. Because you're afraid of the man or the woman that's standing next to you is going to tell you that, oh, look around you. Everybody has been in this area forever. You're going to die here. You was born here, or whatever the case. I feel you, sometimes that you could be a product of your environment, but that's still your choice. And I know it's hard. And, as we get older, that peer pressure should really starts to decrease. But then again, if you are weak-minded, that peer pressure will keep you forever, and I feel like a lot of people, especially in that area, of those neighborhoods, is so much potential, but we worry about other people, or we are still stuck in the familiarity of, well, that's my man, so I'm just gonna just, stick it out. We gonna stand on the corner all day and just talk about nothing. but you really want to get into stocks, you really want to get into real estate, you really want to go to class, you really want to do this and that, but they're not doing it. And so because they're not doing it, you're not doing it. Like, I mean, you grown, I guess. So with that being said, I don't know what to say. I mean, you gotta let these people go. Like, you gotta stop being afraid of what people say or what people think. It's really about you. You know, you can do it respectfully. I'm not saying for you to sit up here and, you know, be mean and nasty to people, but like, you really have to start letting people go. The fear, you know, of missing out of the latest news. But I mean, how much late of the news is it if y'all talk about the same shit every day? I mean, it's cool to look fresh, but like, you're not going nowhere. You're going outside to stand on the corner. So drop a I receive this in the comments if you are ready to make room for the right people in your life and you're ready to change. I receive this. Drop a I receive this in the comments. And if you are serious about leveling up your mindset, protecting your energy, and stepping into your best self, make sure you check out my Rich Mindset Mastery course. It is a wait list. I just added the description of the course on the website. So you just, it's a small, you know, just a small brief description. I don't want to say too much because I'm still developing it, so things may change. However, the main concept is the art of self-concept and success, becoming the woman of your dreams. That is the core. So make sure that you sign up, all right? And also make sure that you get your $10 Becoming Her ebook bundle. All the links are in the description box below. And I will see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Until next time, Rich Babes, stay rich. Love you. Yeah.